Hello everyone, this is Japa with their days and my name is Bimbo. For those who are just meeting us for the first time, Japa with their days is a channel where you can get relevant and important information on how you can Japa or relocate to Portugal. And for today, I want to talk about the concept of family reunification visa. Now, because of the lengthy procedure and the sensitivity surrounding this family unification visa, I'll be dividing this video into two. So in this first part, I'll be talking about the documents and the requirements necessary to apply for the family reunification letter. And in the part two of the video, I'll be talking about the documents necessary for applying for the family reunification visa. First, before you can apply for the family reunification letter, you must be a legal resident in Portugal. And that means you must have residence card to show or prove that you are a legal resident. Now, when you have a residence card, all you need to do is to call SEF, which is a body that is in charge of international immigration in Portugal. So when you call SEF, you need to ask to book appointments for family reunification visa, or what they call Article 92.1. Now, when you call for family reunification appointment, they sometimes will ask you if your family is already in Portugal or if your family is still in your country, because they are two different things. If you have been able to bring in your family from other EU country, the process is usually not the same for if your family is still in your country. Now, if you have been able to get an appointment for bringing in your family from your country to Portugal, now these are the documents that you need to go along with on your appointment date. Now, you must be able to go with your residence card, photocopy of your residence card. You must be able to go with original of your wife, and if you have a child, original of your wife and your child or children. In this case, you must be able to go with the original of their international passport, original. Now, also, you must be able to go with the marriage certificate, photocopy of the marriage certificate of your wife, photocopy of your child birth or children birth certificate, and criminal record of your wife. And if you have a child that is above 18, he or she also must be able to provide a criminal record certificate. Now, and if you have a child that is above 18, that child also needs to provide a document to show the current student status in his or her country. Mind you, all these documents that I've just mentioned earlier must be legalized and verified. Now, which means it must be verified by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in your country and legalized by the Portuguese embassy in your country. Now, when you have all these documents, another thing that you need to do is that in Portugal, if it is the husband or the wife that is in Portugal, you need to get a lawyer in Portugal to help you to translate the marriage certificate to Portuguese, translate your child birth certificate. And if you have any other documents to prove your child is above 18, any student status record that you have to prove that your child is above 18, you must also translate that document as well in Portugal. And criminal record is part of the document that you have to translate with a lawyer in Portugal. This lawyer will translate it and legalize it for you. It is part of the document that you have to take, or that you have to take to the self-appointment. Now, another document that is essential is if you have a job, you need to provide a job contract. But if you don't have a job, you need to have at least up to 10,000 or 12,000, depending on the number of your family size. I have a friend, that a PhD colleague, that do not have a job, as at the time he was inviting his family in, all he just have to do for the wife and the daughter is to put like about 10,000 euro in his account, and that was how he was able to get the family unification letter. But if you have a job, the amount of money required to put in your account in Portugal is lesser. So which means you just need to provide a job contract, 3 last pay slip of your job. You need to provide 3 last pay slip, your job contract, and you need to have, depending on the number of your family size, you need to have about, give or take, say 3,000, 4,000, or 5,000 or more, depending on your family size, or 5,000 euro in your account. Now, another thing is you need to provide a proof of address, a rental receipt, and this rental receipt is what you will need to get Junta de Freguesia. Also, depending on your resident status as well. If you are a student like me, you can use your student status by getting a letter from your school to apply for Junta de Freguesia, which is what we call proof of address. You need this document on the appointment day. Now, depending on the time of your appointment, like my case, with the marriage certificate and my daughter birth certificate and police character took about 3 months plus before we were able to hear from the embassy that it has been legalized and verified. And then the appointment day given to me was before that day, so which means I had to go with documents that was not legalized by the embassy. So what I did was go with somebody that understands Portuguese and can speak Portuguese fluently, and also go with other documents necessary to prove that I know what the right thing to bring or the right document to bring, but it is your embassy that has not yet released our document for legalization. So the woman took my document and told me that he will put my application on a pending list, that when I have the legalized document released by the embassy, I can bring them in without appointment, so which is what I did. But given the fact that this year, the Portuguese government have not released any appointment yet, and especially for this year, so which means any moment from now, they will be releasing appointments for family unification, which is why I'm even doing this video at this time. So that means you can start the process of your document verification and legalization on time. So the only document that expires is if within 1 year that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs legalize or verify your document, if you don't use it, after 1 year you have to reapply. Then criminal record is only for 3 months, so which means in 3 months, if you don't use it, you have to reapply. So those are the documents that can expire when you verify and legalize them. Others do not expire. However, police character now or criminal record is now done online, so which makes it very easy for the Portuguese embassy to quickly legalize it. Like, recently it has been within 2 weeks or thereabout, it's fully legalized. So I usually have been advising a lot of people, get your document ready before you get an appointment, so that when you get an appointment, you will not be surprised, because you are not the one that will determine the date that you will be given when you call SEF to book appointments. Although sometimes they usually ask you if there is a lot of appointment available, they usually ask you which month you have, but you might not be that lucky. Now, when the letter is issued to you, you need to send it to your family, because you must use this letter to apply for visa within 90 days. After 90 days, you have to join the queue and reapply for the same letter again, because the letter is only valid for use for 90 days. Now, this is the first part, like I mentioned. In the second part, I'll be mentioning the document required or necessary for applying for family unification. I brought my family in through family unification, so I know the A to Z document required to get family unification letter and family unification visa. So till I come your way next time, my name is Bimbo. Thank you for following and subscribing to our channel. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, like and subscribe to our channel. Follow us on all our social media pages till we come your way next time with subsequent opportunities to japa and relocate to Portugal. Thank you very much for listening. Bye bye.